Move over, Swanson. I'm driving.
Wow!
Hey, Smails! My dinghy's bigger than your whole boat!
Welcome back to the Caddyshack Minute, the podcast in which we discuss and view and step on a duck in the film Caddyshack 1 minute at a time. I am Tom Taylor, and with me in this echoey basement are my friends Mike DeMaria.
Where are you?
I'm in Connecticut. I'm in my parents' house for Thanksgiving. I know all of you are about to celebrate Christmas as you listen to this, but back in time where we live, in the past, it's about to be Thanksgiving. So I'm traveling, and I'm at my parents' house in Connecticut, and everyone's in the wrong guest room right now. I had it all figured out where I was going to go to be able to do this.
Can you just walk it back a little bit and introduce who else is on the show?
Well, you asked me a question, and now I'm off on a tangent.
We've gone.
We've also got Dan Lewis here with us.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going all right. I was in the middle of complaining about stuff, and maybe I should just let it go. I just wanted to explain why I sound like I'm in a basement.
Thought we were going to hear a lot of Connecticut stories. You thought you were hearing a lot of Connecticut stories before.
Yeah,
now
really.
Tom's going to be full of Darien, Connecticut stories.
Oh, yes. Hey, a kid from Darien, Connecticut was on Teenage Jeopardy this evening.
Oh.
Yeah, lost big time, but whatever.
All right.
Anyway, we're here to discuss minute 32 of my Thanksgiving in Connecticut, and minute 32 begins with Al Czervik wondering if someone stepped on a duck, and it ends with Al reacting to the dancing of the something.
Yeah, this minute is pretty much all Al Czervik.
Yeah, it's like
It's all Al Czervik with the rest of the cast reacting to Al Czervik.
Yeah, it's like, we talked about somebody saying that, instead of saying action for Rodney, they'd say, Rodney, do your bit.
Do your bit.
And this is a minute of Rodney doing his bit.
That's basically what it is. It's great. It's he's rolling, and it starts off with a couple different shots, and one of my favorite jokes in the movie, somebody step on a duck, and then the last half of it or so is just like one continuous shot of him working the room. He's like moving toward the camera, and it's pulling back, and he's just one by one, he's picking everyone off and doing a good joke.
And he's also working that outfit too. He's got the purple pants, the yellow shirt, the white tie, and the multi-plaited jacket.
Tartan,
the tartan jacket.
Looks like the Joker.
Yeah, it's amazing. The purple pants really take it into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
I think if you had matching tartan pants or maybe some white pants even, or just some regular darker slacks, a la Tony D'Annunzio, that might be okay. But the purple pants, that they basically say, I will not be ignored.
Yeah, I think this goes into the alto stratosphere.
Right. I am a guest of the Scots, and I'm here to work the room. That's what those pants say.
Absolutely.
And he sort of starts his like trip across the room where he's just farted at the end of last minute, and this minute he's a step on a duck, everyone's laughing, and he gets up and he leans on the guy behind him, this like old stodgy old guy.
Isn't that right?
Isn't that right? Like what is he talking about? What is right? What isn't right?
It's like if you look at the shot, there's a wider shot before that, where in the foreground is the Judge Smails table, and then his table is like you can hear him in the back, so the sound is different. You can hear them having a really great time. Yeah. This is kind of like that table at a restaurant, where there's one table clearly having way more fun than the other tables. Mm-hmm. It's got that feel to it. And I think Rodney's in that world, and when he gets up, he doesn't realize that the rest of the restaurant is also not having fun. He's not inside, he's not outside of it. So he turns around to the guy that I mistook for Harry Morgan maybe last time.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
And thinks, oh, you're with me on this whole thing about the duck, right?
Yeah, but even if he was in on the farting and the duck joke, isn't that right? How does that apply to somebody stepping on a duck and making a fart sound?
I don't know. Maybe he thinks the whole crowd can hear him.
You do bring up Dan just brought up an interesting dynamic that I just noticed this today at work. When we were down in the lunchroom at work, we sit at a round table and we kind of yuck it up in this manner, and we forget that we're in a room full of other coworkers who are not sharing the same kind of loud, boisterous conversation that we have. And I'll drop F-bombs and I'll say certain things and we'll all laugh, and then I'll look up and I'll say, oh, there's a bunch of people in this room that are just staring at me now because I'm a maniac.
Yeah. And that cuts both ways because, in fact, the other day I just had this conversation with someone. I was at a restaurant. I don't remember where I was, but I was sitting there, and there was another table just going. They were being really loud, and it was one of those ones where you couldn't even it's sort of annoying, and it's the type of thing that I get really annoyed by. But then I maybe in the last 5 years started catching myself getting annoyed, and then thinking,
Right.
they're at a table having fun. From their point of view, it's fine, and
Yes.
it's also and what am I against fun? So I'm not part of it this time. I can take a little bit of annoyance so that they can have fun.
Yeah, I'm not part of it this time, but God damn it, I'm going to be part of it next time.
One day I'm going to be at that table and I'm going to hold court.
Yeah.
I was at I was with my wife's family in at Cedar Point in Ohio.
Just call her Jody, Tom. Just call her Jody. She's probably in the room with you
Jody,
right now.
she's upstairs right now watching Finding Dory with my son and my dad, who's probably asleep already.
We'll hear her sneeze in about 20 minutes.
Does your dad have does your dad have salmon-colored pants on?
No. He's got a very I can't even tell you what the kind of plaid is going on in his pants, but he's got a very tidy sweater vest.
Just to catch the listeners up to, Tom's dad dresses a lot like Al Czervik.
Well, wait a minute. He's like a if Al Czervik had style.
Yeah, it's a stylish. He'll wear like salmon-colored pants with a jacket that's similar to that in pladular patterns.
He's Al Czervik by way of Chuck Schick.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good mix.
But yeah, I was out there with Jody and her family, and we're having a nice time. We went to there was like a hibachi, Benihana type place in the hotel, and we're having a nice dinner there. And then the table next to us, or like across the thing, was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 people. And they're all like over 60, and they're wearing like these bizarre hats, like a cheeseburger hat and a chicken hat and a lobster hat and stuff. And they're having a great time. They're going nuts. They're going bananas. And my wife and I keep looking like, geez, those people are bizarre. What's going on over there? That's almost kind of annoying and everything. And then afterwards, they're all kind of milling around outside of the restaurant, and my family and I are milling around outside of the restaurant. And Jody goes, I'm going to go over to the lady in the chicken hat and tell her that I like her chicken hat. So she goes over to the lady in the chicken hat, and the lady in the chicken hat turns around to hear what Jody's saying, and I lock eyes with the lady with the chicken hat, and it's my best friend Jerry Porter's mom and his dad. They were both there, like on their own, like with their friends in Sandusky, Michigan, probably thinking, oh, you know what's nice? We can cut loose and put chickens on our heads, and our children will never know anything about it. But completely out of nowhere, it was my best friend's parents, and I exchanged a loving embrace with them both while not explaining to my family that I knew these people. And it was a bizarre moment there in Cedar Point, Michigan.
Well, thanks for that story, Tom.
I zoned out.
It was a good story.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing.
Sandusky, Ohio.
Just let me cut out.
The part of me that there's something you said in it. So Jerry Porter's your best friend.
In shorthand, sure, yeah.
The two people that you're doing that you've invested your life in this and time in this podcast are not your best friend.
Well, I do a podcast with him too, the Indiana Jones Minute.
Oh.
No, listen. No, it's a continuum, Mike. I felt a little bad saying that, but listen.
Is he upset that you're doing a podcast with other friends?
No, I think he understands.
Because we don't see him commenting in the listener's hole.
That's true,
Right? Is he holding a grudge that you're...
A son of a bitch. Maybe he's not my best friend.
Right, that you're
You
part
might-
of
you
this
might wanna
other
rethink that.
podcast that's funny and it's gaining steam.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Do
You know what
I
the
just want
fuck?
fair treatment. I want to make sure that you also on the Indiana Jones podcast will tell long, boring stories that ruin everything.
You know what? I don't. I feel like this is my safe place to tell boring stories because you guys
Chicken
like it
hats.
so
No,
much.
it's not.
Oh, wait a minute.
There's nothing safe about it.
Fair enough. I got to start
Story
another
had it all.
podcast now. God damn it.
It had it all. It had chicken hats.
It had chicken hats, it had lobster hats. Jody even went and was inspired to buy a cheeseburger hat, which she wears for Halloween every year now. It's beautiful. It's changed our
There's
lives.
nothing for the story, but thanks for that.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I've known Jerry since like 1972 or something. So if I
All right.
if I say him best friend over other people I could say best friend, then it's more like water under the bridge and shit.
He's got seniority.
Okay,
I guess
I'll give him
he's
that.
got seniority.
Yeah.
All right.
And when's the last time you came over, Mike? Crying out loud. My door is always open to you. There's only one set of footprints behind me. What the fuck?
All right.
Jesus joke.
Because I was carrying you the entire time.
You were. Just like you're carrying this podcast.
Classic old Jesus joke.
Yeah, I've read the footprints.
Yeah.
That's because I was carrying you, Tom.
That's right. That's because I fell asleep about a mile back listening to your story about the chicken heads.
That's when he pushed Tom into the ocean.
Face
Those are
down in the
Jesus'
sand.
footprints.
All right. All right, now, one other thing. Okay, so there's Judge Smails is really acting his ass off in this without saying a word.
Yeah.
Because he stands up and he's got that. You could tell that he hit his mark. He put an X on the floor. He hits that mark, and his whole job is to just react with seething anger to everything that Rodney does for the next 3 minutes or the next minute.
Yeah.
So he just turns, and you see his teeth grinding, and you see his body just stiffening up with anger.
Yeah. You can almost see the steam just emitting from his ears.
Yeah, as he goes through his routine, and Bishop Pickering is kind of imitating that same seething anger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be kind of hard as an actor to be like, I have nothing, I can't do anything. The script doesn't call me for me to do anything, but I have to just react to this.
There's nothing hard about to Ted Knight. There's nothing hard about what he's doing.
No,
For him, he's got it down.
Yeah.
But I will say, as an extremely amateur actor type person, at least has done stage sketches. If you're just standing there, you immediately become very conscious of like, what should I do with my hands? What should I do? Because you're just standing and it just doesn't feel right. Mm-hmm. It's hard to, at least for me, to mimic what I would normally do in real life without screwing something up.
And I can vouch for you that you are very amateurish because I have seen you on stage in the Tenderloin district.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
It was.
That's back when he was an amateur.
Yeah.
But now I do. Now when I do the sketches for this, the video sketches, which I'm not going to plug here.
You got class.
Yeah, because I got class.
It's got charisma.
For those, you have to worry about continuity. So you have to worry about, like, if you run your hands through your hair or something, you got to make sure you're doing it. Either do it at the right time. What the hell is that noise?
I think somebody somewhere in the house just flushed a toilet because all this water's going through the pipes right now next to me.
So
We're really getting
a sense of place.
I'm having the time of my life.
It sounded like a horde of cicadas was descending upon the house where Tom is staying.
That's you just summarized parenthood right there. If you want your hobbies, you got to go down to the basement to do your hobbies.
Right. Tom's in his whack-off spot doing his podcast.
Oh, the stories this corner could tell.
That's where Tom cuts a hole in the bottom of his own popcorn.
Why does Tommy keep making popcorn and bring it down in the basement?
And you
Tom, what are you doing with the popcorn and the scissors?
Nothing, Ma. I gotta go downstairs and do my stuff.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Leave me alone. I'm working on my hobbies.
You wouldn't understand.
Other
No one
boys got hobbies.
understands.
Leave them alone. What I was going to say, your continuity point is you said you're running your fingers through your hair. You don't have any hair.
Yeah, I was using that as an example. Running my hand over my dome.
There you go.
I guess.
Same thing.
Yeah.
That counts. I'm not sure where in this minute exactly. I'm not looking at it right now. Where the dog food reaction from the chef comes in.
Yeah.
That is a perfect National Lampoon era movie moment to me. I think.
Yep.
Like it almost seems like it could fit in like Animal House or the Blues Brothers or any other of these movies. It's almost interchangeable, and it's kind of perfect.
And it's
I'm not sure why.
It's a very well choreographed scene too, because once he slams that meat down on the floor, the other two guys spring into action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great cutaway. Like they set up a whole camera shot and a set piece just for this one joke.
Yeah.
Where it's and good call there, Tom. It actually is right after he goes to the Harry Morgan character.
Oh, okay.
And he says, "Am I right, buddy?" or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just after that, but before he breaks into the long string of jokes in the single camera shot.
Yeah.
Well, the graveyard's 2 blocks to the left.
Is when they cut away. Yeah, and then exactly. Dog food, and then he pulls out the cleaver, and the other guys grab him, and he still tries to throw the cleaver anyway, which I think is
He kind
hilarious.
of chucks it.
Yeah. Dog food.
And what's great is you know that this isn't the first time this guy's lost his mind because those guys spring right into action and they know how to calm him down.
Yeah.
No, he's going nuts again. Somebody said something about the food. Get him.
They know right away, right when he slams down that beef roast. They know he's going to go for it,
Yeah,
the
it's going
cleaver, and
critical.
so they immediately jump on him.
And so they have their routine. The guy that wraps his legs around him probably has to put a snack in his mouth and pat him on the head to calm him down.
Yeah, here, have some raw tenderloin. There you go.
Jokes like that are hilarious because you don't know, like, what's he gonna? Okay, so let's say they just left him, right, and let him go. He grabs the cleaver, and what does he do? He goes into the dining room and murders everybody.
He doesn't even know who to complain to. Like, does he know that it's Rodney's table that complained about the dog food?
I wonder how many lives those two sous chefs have saved over the course of his Bushwood run.
And then
True heroes of the
it also speaks to what kind of piece of shit that Maggie is.
Oh, she delivered that message.
She actually delivered the message. And probably,
That's right.
And she probably did it with a little smirk on her face.
My God.
You know, I'll have two more roasts, and also table 17 said this is first grade dog food.
Right. Oh, I need 2 more roasts. And by the way,
It's dog.
by the
God,
way,
I never thought of that
dog
before.
grade dog food.
That's hysterical.
One of the first I remember as a kid, I picked up on that. I'm like, why would she actually deliver that message? It's a shitty message to deliver.
I don't know why I never thought of that, Mike. That's a good one because I don't know why it never occurred to me. It's obvious now that you mention it, but in my head it was like it's like the chef is omniscient and he just knows that he said it for some reason.
She
I don't know
delivered the
why.
message. She went back there and told them.
Maybe Maggie feels obligated because as he was saying it, he gave her a big fat tip.
Yeah,
And
he's
she's
a
like,
tipper.
well, if I don't deliver this message, it's like I'm taking this money for free, and that's
I
not
would
right.
too. If somebody's a heavy tipper and I want to curry favor with them, I'd go deliver any message he
But
wants.
when she takes the tip, she has kind of like a shitty look on her face.
Shitty, like how?
Just like she smiles, but it's like. So then
Oh,
she
it's
then she
sort of a
goes and
bashful-
delivers the message.
Yeah, like she's sort of laughing it off or something.
I don't know.
But then she takes it seriously enough to deliver it. You're right. That's weird.
It's strange.
Do what
Maggie.
the man says to do.
Trying to get people killed.
And then
you're
after
a
that, we
woman.
cut back to Rodney, and it's one long camera shot pulling back, almost the Kubrickian long take with pulling the camera back.
And I'm glad he says the line about like, "Hey, where's the bar?" or something, because otherwise there'd be no reason for everyone at his table to get up and slowly follow him as he makes his way through the crowd, like zinging one-liners and stuff. There's like following him like the Al Czervik parade.
Yep. Gatsby gets up.
Yeah.
Drew Scott gets up. The Scott.
By the way, when you say Gatsby, I still picture the bald guy.
Yeah, we
I
gotta shake it.
Yeah, we gotta shake that off.
But luckily, Gatsby and Drew Scott are in most scenes together, so you can just refer to them both, and it doesn't matter.
As the
The
Scots.
audience doesn't know who we're talking about.
Right.
We're not watching these movies.
Also, at the
by minute.
table, I do believe that is Doug Kenny.
Yeah, it is.
With
I was
the
going to say that
glasses.
too. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I read that somewhere, and like I have a hard time seeing that guy as Stork from Animal House, but I guess that's him.
Yep.
He's a chameleon.
And so, when Smails hits his mark and he's wearing the red jacket, and he says that he refers to him as the waiter, you immediately see the waiter in the background wearing the same red jacket
Yep.
with the different color tie and without the medals.
It's an honest mistake.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Rodney delivers that line very, very well. He gets one line off, and then he just looks up and goes, "Oh, hey, waiter!" And he's like, "There's no." You really, really believe that he mistook him for a waiter, and it's a great joke. I really love that joke, and it's like the most. He's being heavily emasculated by that joke. Plus, also, there's one thing that's even worse than losing $1,000 in a bet that you obviously should have won. Is that the guy just says, forget about it, I don't need the money.
Right.
That's when he starts grinding his teeth.
Yeah.
Then he goes right to it. Is this your wife? Oh, yeah, it must have a lot of woman. Must have been something before electricity.
Now, is that a double joke, too? You must have been something before electricity, like you're old, but also it was dark.
No, that's not what he means.
It's not what he means?
No, he just means you're old. You must have been really something back in the day before electricity when you were young.
No, okay. I was thinking maybe, everybody looks a little better in candlelight,
Right.
Yeah,
it's very
I
romantic.
think there's a theme going on here that I have to explain every fucking joke that there's.
That wasn't even me this time.
Well, sometimes you're wrong about the jokes, and sometimes you're right. I welcome the
100%
criticism.
correct.
And also, I was just asking. I wasn't declaring it or anything.
That
I was
wasn't
just
a
saying,
declarative statement. Fine.
No, I said,
Okay,
is
fine.
that a double joke? And you said no. And I said, well, thank you very much. I'm always open to learning.
Hey, Rabbi, how are you?
Rabbi, love that joke too.
Yeah. I'll tell you one person who didn't love it: Bishop Pickering.
No. That guy's hysterical.
Pickering.
I keep thinking about him later in the movie, like stuff that we see him do later on. I'm like, oh my God, is he the greatest actor in the world? Because right now, the way he's been acting so far in the movie, like every scene is like this, is like being pissed off about stuff and offended and serious and dour. But then later on, he totally lets loose. And you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's incredible.
He's almost a prop, or like we said before, 1/3 of a joke. The Catholic guy walks into the bar. He's just standing there the whole time as though like just to represent something as opposed to doing something.
He has his epiphany scene. He has his scene where it's almost like he becomes Charlton Heston. It's like Ten Commandments all over again.
Yeah,
right.
And if you're seeing the movie for the first time, it's probably a little surprising that he becomes part of it, unless you were a fan of Henry Wilcoxon, who of course was a longtime Hollywood actor who had played clergy before in the movie Mrs. Miniver.
Hey, so he's used to it. You got typecast.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He
couldn't get Heston, so he has got Heston, doesn't he?
That would have been hysterical.
Yeah.
I like Lacey's reaction when Al Czervik's like, hey, you live alone? And she kind of like jerks a thumb over to Smails like, nah, I'm staying with his. Yeah. I'm staying at his house. I never noticed that for a long time. That's funny.
And I love the completely like over the top hacky smile that he gives after he delivers that line. You live alone? Eh? Like this little smile.
That's sort of the one moment in the whole scene where there's like just enough silence that you're like, oh, Rodney must have felt awful. Like we were talking before about how he felt like he was dying on the set because nobody was laughing.
Yeah.
And like this whole extended take, you're kind of like, oh my God, did he have a really tough time getting through this? Because it wasn't just like one joke and then there's a cut. There's like this, one joke after another. He must have felt like he was just bombing, just dying on stage. And that's the one moment there, like after that line, where there's just enough silence where you're like, even in the movie, like if you're not in a theater where people are laughing, you're like, oh, that kind of wasn't that. Okay. You live alone. Okay. There's sort of like a weird, awkward pause there.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's a little bit of a flat joke, and there's a little silence. He's got to win the crowd back.
Yeah, and he does. He goes right into the rabbi and then right into Spaulding.
So Tom,
nice boy, good boy, real nice boy.
He's a good boy. Yeah, I'll tell you.
Is this basement that you're in right now? Is this the basement you grew up in?
Yeah, since third grade. Yeah.
So this is the house you grew up in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all my stuff's here.
Do you still have your room like set?
It's like the same like furniture.
When you walked out for high school?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but it's like not all my stuff is still there. Like some of my, I don't know, my Millennium Falcon model is a little bit beaten up because sometimes the other kids would stay in that room since I left, and they fuck with stuff and they don't respect others' belongings, and so like the radar dish is knocked off, which is almost apt since it gets knocked off in Return of the Jedi, but then other stuff is just kind of squeaky honky and rattled, and I don't like it.
I don't know.
Yeah, but no, it's very similar.
You know how like when a kid's caught smoking, the parent will say, "All right, now I'm gonna sit you down and make you smoke a whole pack in like 1 hour, like as a punishment, just to kind of like go in that direction."
Yeah.
Like as a punishment for watching too many movies, they forced Tom to go into the basement and watch Raiders of the Lost Ark like 600 times in a row to teach him a lesson, and it didn't backfired. Yeah. And now he's Tom.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I gotta say, there's something like I obviously, my parents moved a bunch of times, and I don't have that room anymore.
Right.
And I have one little box of shit that used to be in my room.
Yeah.
You actually have the room set up pretty much like you were. So how does it feel to be like a 40-something-year-old man? And I don't mean this as a disrespectful way. I'm just saying, how does it feel when you go back to the room that you grew up in as a man?
It is actually incredibly, just being in the house is incredibly weird to me. It's very natural and very normal, but it's also like I go around, my parents are like in their upper 70s now. They're not going to be around forever. And that's what I keep thinking in my head as I'm walking around. I'm like, oh, it's great to be here. This is not always going to be here. Like, this is going to stop at some point. And, this house isn't going to be here. And that's going to be like, that's.
So does that, because that probably, those years that you get to go back fills you with a lot of joy. But you're setting yourself up for like the biggest disaster.
Yeah. It's joy with like my finger's still on that checker. Like, I'm not letting go of this yet.
Instead of cutting it off early and having, you don't even really think about it. Like, oh, we got to move, and we went to a different place, and then you don't go back to the place that you were grew up in and have the
Right.
Christmases and the holidays. But then you have that day when the parents are dead
Yeah.
and everything changes.
Right.
Interesting.
That's going to be, like, when this house goes away, it'll be because my parents just died.
Okay, interesting.
Or at least one of them
Very
did.
interesting. We're getting serious here.
That's extremely morbid.
No,
Tom.
it's not morbid. It's interesting. It's life.
It's life.
Dan.
Well, it's
And
both.
we have to figure it out. We have to.
And
have to
guess
work
what? We're
through
all
these
mortal.
things. Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah, that's true. No,
But
I welcome it.
But it's a dichotomy because he was able to keep this place and his parents were able to keep it central. He has got all these wonderful moments of joy, going back and bringing his son back and being in the room with his Millennium Falcon. But eventually, like he said, it's going to stop, and it stops with tragedy.
That's true.
Yeah. Wow.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And, you could make a case that I'm slowly preparing myself over the years for that. That I'll be a little more prepared than I would have been or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And it is good to bring Sam here and stuff. It's nice. It's
Yeah.
good.
That sounds very nice.
Very interesting.
Although, can I say on the record, my childhood has already been erased because in the back of my yard, I think Mike, you mentioned that you had just woods as far as the eye can see. Like you had woods to hang out with in the
There
background.
was a little bit of woods, but yeah, it wasn't like
Porn all in them woods. Yeah.
Where you have found your natural porn and everything.
There was a thicket. It wasn't very deep.
Well, this wasn't crazy and vast either, but it was like the neighborhood of houses all sort of convert, like the backyard of like our street and a street across town, sort of as you drive, but you can see it through the woods. They all sort of shared this woodsy area, and it was sort of a no man's land where everyone can go and you find a fallen log and you go on a balance beam and whatever and stuff. You hide stuff back there, whatever, and you just traipse around back there. But then these people moved in on the street that is not my street, but you can see through the woods, Stony Brook. I'll name it. It's Stony Brook. And they bought that house, and they cut down tons of trees and fenced off what we now realize was their property the whole time, like from 1979 to like 2000 something, whenever they moved in. And so now I look at that, I go in my parents' backyard, and I'm like, oh, I guess I wasn't supposed to be living my childhood back there. I'm sorry. And now you've ruined it for any of the other kids who still live in this neighborhood. They can't just traipse around the woods like they used to.
They bought that house
because you needed a little more room for a pool.
And figured out where the property line was.
Right.
Yeah, they were the first ones to care. And they actually got in trouble, I think, because people on our side of the woods were like, hey, you're not allowed to take all those trees down. There's an element of, privacy and, scenic beauty, and you ruined it.
Well, I had my own experience with trees coming down, as I had these line of very big trees in the backyard. And my mom would all, let's get one thing straight. My mom and dad did not have the best relationship.
Okay.
So my mom would always harangue them and say, "Are you going to get somebody to cut down these goddamn trees?" And my dad would say, I'll get to it. And she was haranguing them one day. And he just went and got the chainsaw and lopped them all down. But these were these massive friggin' trees. He snapped. He just went out there, and I'm probably just sitting there eating a snack, and I could hear the chainsaw going and timber and trees coming down in the backyard. And they fell, and he didn't continue to finish the job by cutting them down.
Oh my God.
And he just left them there. There's like 6 of these massive trees.
Oh
And
my
to me,
God.
I looked out there, and it was just as the snow was starting to fall. And this was during the Cold War, and I was watching a lot of like movies with the Russians, and they were right. I mean, I'm like, this now looks like a great war zone, and I can go play war out here. So because all these trees, and
Thanks, Dad.
And it was fun for a while. But the trees stayed like that for about a year and a half because he wouldn't do anything else. And my mom saw that he snapped, and she wouldn't talk to him about it anymore. So I'd go back and watch the videos of our Christmases for the next year and a half, and we had these big, massive windows, and you would see the trees in the background falling over. So every time I'd watch these videos, I'd say, "Oh yeah, God damn it, there's those trees."
That was just after Dad went nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
So
goodness.
some of our greatest moments were when the parents snapped.
Oh, sure.
Mike can still smell the sawdust and taste the steakum from that moment.
I just looked out the window and I said, a little chewing on a sandwich. I said, "Oh, look at Dad out there acting strange." Tom,
Mom must have gotten to him.
Remember that reference, Tom?
I do.
Look at Wendell
Look at there,
acting
acting
strange.
strange. Mike and I met in grad school.
That was a line from a short story I wrote. Look at Wendell.
Yeah.
Look at Wendell acting strange.
It sounds a lot like Mike DiMaria.
Yeah. Oh, we got serious in this minute.
We did.
Yeah.
We talked about the circle of life.
We
More
did.
serious and contemplative minute.
Oh,
Trees grow, trees come down. This is what happens when Tommy goes home.
I don't hate Tom as much today. I actually feel close to him.
Oh, look at this. We're bonding.
I know one
Now
day
what do
he's
we
going to
do?
have to deal with something very hard.
Yeah.
And I only hope
See?
that I'm there for him to help him through.
I'm sure you will be. I'll seek you out on that day, but not a moment sooner.
Yeah, please don't.
Dan, you sad about anything? Anything you wanna get off
As
your
long as we're
chest?
on the subject, I very much miss I enjoy the holidays. I'm not one of these people. Oh, I hate the holidays. I like
me
the
neither.
holidays. And everybody's going, oh, it's too commercial and it's too this, it's too that. But it's like, I don't know. I don't find it that hard to just ignore. I think of that as like spam.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be like hating all email because of spam. I just doesn't,
Right.
like, I don't care. Like, that's not the part I'm paying attention to, so I don't give a shit,
Yeah.
But my family, we don't have, my parents are divorced and they live in different places, and my mom moved away from Michigan, so there's no like central. See, what I'm envying is that you have this place where it's like you go back to it and you just like
Yeah.
spend the whole week there. There's none of that, It's all gone
Yeah.
now. And so
No, I
I
know
think,
I'm very
I'd
lucky
love
to
to
have
just
this.
go somewhere and just sit there in the couch and curl up with a magazine. Never
Yeah.
happens anymore. Just an endless series of toils and tribulations and back pain and
There's the-
alopecia.
Well, I hate to interrupt, but there's my cop car again.
Yeah, police activity.
Okay.
There's the cop. You could set your watch to it, I swear.
Yeah, we must be halfway through the episode.
Yeah, that marks the halfway point, folks.
Yeah.
And now it's time for a word from our sponsors.
Someone just robbed the old 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got the
this
boys
brought
into
to you
action.
by ADT Security. Well, yeah. So, it's. But I am going to. I have spent probably most of the last 10 Thanksgivings or so, or maybe a half dozen to 10 Thanksgivings with the same group of friends. So I'll be going
that's
to
cool.
Ithaca, New York later this week to basically just for Thanksgiving.
See, that's fun.
Yeah. It's a
That's a good thing.
Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
There
These
you
are
go.
people you chose to have in your life.
That's right. I hand chose them, not just stuck with them.
Right.
Right.
By
They
birth.
can easily be crossed off the list as well. If anything goes wrong, they say anything bad. They say, I did.
Yeah.
I did, in fact, in the end, vote for Trump. Then it's just game over. But I could throw mashed potatoes in their face and be done with it.
Well, hopefully they're listening and they know to stay on their P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Or whatever they do with
At
their
least
P's and
lie to
Q's.
me about who you voted for.
Yeah. Well, let's not discuss it.
Yeah.
That's how you'll know.
That's the best way to. Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's the
Yeah.
downside of traditions, is traditions continue until somebody in that group dies.
Yeah.
Right? And then what do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I may end up in Ithaca for Thanksgiving someday because if this house is gone, like I don't know exactly. Like, do I come to Connecticut and stay at a hotel to see my sister or something? Like, she doesn't exactly have room for us at her house.
Maybe that's where you start, and and then you're going to
does your
have
sister
older
move into the
kids, and
house?
that's
Does
when you
somebody-
take the baton. See,
could be.
and then
Could
your
be.
basement with the water flushing right next to your kids gonna
Yeah.
be the repeating. It
Interesting.
goes on and on like this.
Yeah,
Mike's,
Turn that basement corner
Mike's
into a
the
guest
same
room.
way. He's got 2 kids.
And I think,
However, am childless, unconnected, lonely, misanthropic, and not a little bit sad. So there you go.
A Caddyshack
And you know what?
minute.
and you know what? There is something to that, because on election night, when the bottom dropped out of the whole goddamn thing, I mean, one of the first things I thought to myself was, how the fuck am I going to explain this to my kids in the morning?
Yeah.
Because they were really upset. They were worried. I'm like, don't worry about it. He's not going to win. And I said, I have to figure out a way to explain this to them.
Why did you lie to me, Daddy?
Yeah.
Promises were made, Dad.
But the point was, is there's a lot of parents that were figuring out how, and it comes with any part of life, is how do you explain those moments to your kids? Whereas a guy like Daniel says, whole fucking world's going to burn. Well,
Yeah.
because you don't have to worry about it, kids.
Right. I don't need to explain anything to anybody. I just walk around with a dirty look on my face. I've done my job.
Yeah, the only person you have to keep safe is yourself.
Yeah. Kick a random mailman every once in a while. That's your human
And
interaction.
now, when you have kids, you got to figure out like what to do in situations. Like,
Yeah.
If you come home and there's a robber, run to the Dunkin' Donuts. You have to have you have to figure out escape plans.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Mike's full of good cheer today. Let me tell you.
It's a bunch of
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho. Wait, were you doing the one from Christmas Story?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
love
should try
that
out, kid. Merry Christmas.
That's a great movie. I don't care how many times I've seen it.
That's fantastic. I saw that movie in the theater. I was first generation.
I think that's, 1984, I want to say?
83, I
It's
think.
earlier, yeah. 83, I think.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bob Clark,
Bob
director
Clark.
of Porky's and Black Christmas.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got it back
Gene
to comedy
Shepard,
movies.
I think, is the writer on that one.
Yes.
And I think, isn't he the voice of the...
He's the narrator.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, he's the writer of the. Was it a book first? I think it was a book.
Yeah.
Maybe
it
or
was
a story or something. I don't know what it
short story or
was.
a novel
Or a collection or something.
God, it's genius, though. What does Peter
is.
Billingsley look like now?
He's an elf.
He's a perpetual kid, isn't he? He's an elf?
Yeah, he's one of the elves, an elf.
Oh. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I have to check that out.
He seems like a well-formed, handsome young man.
I was watching Elf last Christmas, and I realized I think Elf's going to make it. I think Elf's it's going to make that jump to the permanent Christmas canon.
Yeah,
He
well,
has
it's
in my
shown
house.
on a
Canon.
loop.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
It is. It's totally solid.
We should talk about, this will air around Christmas.
It will.
Favorite Christmas movies. I mean, I love, there's ones I watch every year. See, that's my tradition, right? There's
There you go.
no couch that I curl up on that my parents have had for 20 years or anything like that with my wool socks, but I will put on a pair of wool socks and watch my favorite Christmas movies. Scrooged being another big one for me.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Back
It's a
off,
Wonderful
big man.
Life, of course.
Oh, of course.
Back off, big man. It may work with the chicks, but not with me.
I absolutely love that. Yeah. No, that's great, Bill. That's peak Bill Murray right there.
Yeah.
All he needed was a script.
Yeah.
I consider Trading Places a Christmas movie. Because it takes place at least partially at Christmas.
Takes place in wintertime, yeah.
Yeah. They got Dan Aykroyd in a drunken Santa outfit and stuff, eating salmon out of his beard. Completely disgusting.
All the hair and the salmon.
Oh,
Just as bad as a gulp of milk.
don't bring up the gulp again.
Visual gulp.
Don't get me going.
Gulp, gulp.
You can't
Hey,
have
Mama.
a gulp.
I want 4 gullops of milk.
Oh, God. You said gulp, and then the water came through the pipes
Here
again.
comes a gulp of
comes a
water
gulp.
being
Toilet
flushed
water.
down the
Oh.
toilet.
Somebody just gullop their dinner out.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Guy's got to go down by the boiler to enjoy his hobbies.
I'm trying to be considerate and not wake people up. It's not even that late, but all the old people went to bed, and they all went to bed perfectly strategically so that there's no room next to any other room that I can go into.
For your own well-being, I hope the old people get up in the morning, Tom.
They will. Thank you.
Continue. At least another year.
I'm sure they will.
I'm enjoying mornings more and more as I get older, but I don't know that I'll ever be the older guy who goes to bed early. I think I might just get less sleep.
Well, it's another thing. You enjoy your mornings more because you're childless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true. It's very
when
quiet and meditative. It's great.
And that alarm gets off and you got to make breakfast and make the lunches and
Yeah,
get the kids up. I told you 10 minutes ago you got to get up.
yeah. That's,
I told you 15 minutes
I
ago
gotta
you
say
got to
that
get
doesn't
up.
sound super great.
It's got its pluses and minuses,
Of
that's for
course,
sure.
of course.
All right, kids,
I don't
we're now officially late.
I don't want to. Yeah, right.
And somehow
we're
it's my fault.
again.
Yeah.
And luckily,
mad at-
luckily, school starts late. The school probably told all the parents that school starts at a certain time, but it actually starts a half an hour later. And so every day, 15 minutes before the actual time school starts, everyone's like dropping their kids off in this huge rush.
So you don't understand the amount. It's the longest 2 hours of your life. When you get up and you start the breakfast, you take the showers, you get the kids up, you get them out the door. The sweat that pours down your face as you're driving the car. You rifle through an intersection, you just see that automatic camera go poof. You know, that's a $100 ticket right there.
Yeah.
Right there. And you're just flying down the road, and you kick the kids out, and they pull up in the line. You get the kids out the door, and you just look in the mirror, and there's sweat just dripping down your face.
Yeah. Then you have to go to work.
You go right to work. Just get right on the freeway, head right to work.
Oh my God! You realize you forgot to feed yourself and all of that.
No, yeah, you have a coffee.
Oh my God!
You have a Carnation instant breakfast. Just
So
slamming
you're saying it doesn't
down.
get easier? Your girls are a little older than my son.
No,
And,
it's 'cause- yeah. Well, I think if you I mean, Antonia's pretty easy, the oldest, and Francesca's a little more challenging, but that's just the way it is. It's fantastic. I'm not complaining.
no.
Well, just as a contrast, I do the single cup pour over
Yeah, the
in
French
total
press.
silence, usually by candlelight,
Oh.
and then I do and then I go on a nice run.
New York Times
very
underground.
The coffee making takes a solid 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not that it takes 45 minutes; it's that I take 45 minutes doing it.
I picture you like Rocky breaking the eggs into the glass.
Oh yeah, that's
Doing
exactly.
your pour over.
I talk to the turtle. I go, well, what? I'm gonna make some coffee.
Great movie.
I love that movie.
Great movie.
Great
Hey, when
movie.
I was in Low these years ago, I don't remember anything from it, but I was in film school, and the way that they taught us the perfect script was to give us Rocky.
Oh, very
A
nice.
script that's like basically perfectly written. It's simple in terms of just the characters and everything, and there's no complex action, just all about relationships. And then it's a nice 3-act structure and all of that. Rocky
Yeah.
was the ideal, the
Character
platonic
sketches.
ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each
That's
character
awesome.
had its own. Each character had its. Was a great character.
Yeah, and I think that is a really good movie. Perhaps underrated because of the number of sequels that have kind of diluted it or
diminished it.
something.
Yeah.
So people
Yeah,
think
I feel like whenever people go off on like a Rocky 5 or something, they're always like, well, come on, the original. It kind of takes them back to.
Think about this. How do you conceive that movie, write it, star in it, and then just decide to do crap the rest of the time?
Yeah.
well,
Judge Dredd, and you do all these and I get it, you cash in, you make some money, but never. You were able to conceive that movie, write it, and star in it, and you should have been on a trajectory of greatness,
stratospheric.
not Planet Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right.
Initial investor.
Well, if I could, I agree with you. But if I could play devil's advocate, it could be that you make that movie and you insist on doing that so you can position yourself as a star, so that you can make the crap
Yeah, but that's
and get paid $15 million per film to do it.
Yeah, I
ticket to Easy
get
Street.
that. I get that, but then not ever do anything like that again.
Yeah, that is a little weird. I don't think that's his best movie, certainly.
Oh, without a doubt. But it would be most people's best.
Yeah.
It's that and to write it it shows that you have great talent.
Did he win an Oscar for writing that?
Yeah, I
Maybe.
think so. I think so.
I think he might have.
Have you heard the story about how he insisted on playing the part? Right, like
No.
he wasn't a famous actor or anything. He was like a struggling actor like everybody else, and like every other waiter, he's written a script, right? Mm-hmm. And then I guess he was able to sell it. And the story that I had heard, and I can't confirm this right now, but I'm sure we can do some digging after this, is that he had gotten an offer for some very large amount of money, but he's like, no, I get to star in it. Like, I'm the guy who has to do it. And then it was one of these things where he left a lot of money on the table in order to make it the way that he wanted to make it, where he was the one starring in it. But the studio was probably like, let's get Steve McQueen to do it or something like that,
Which shoots holes in the theory that Tom said that sets him up to make the crap, because he did everything that left the money on the table. He chose
I think
that.
Dan said that.
Oh,
by the
Dan
way.
said,
I did. I was just throwing a theory out there. I was just spitballing, But
I'll take credit for Dan's good theories.
I'm sorry, Tom. I know you got a lot of weight on your shoulders, knowing that house won't be there forever. I'm
It
sorry.
could be falling down around my head right now as we speak.
Yeah. That you got a big letdown coming up, and I'm really sorry that
I do. It's gonna be sweet.
that I tied that comment to you and not Dad.
yeah,
I hear my dad doing the dishes upstairs right now before he goes up to bed, and I'm like, you know what?
What if you heard
Right now
that?
I'm worried there's...
This is terrible. What if you hear him doing the dish? You just hear a dish smash on the ground.
You know, that's sort of natural. That'd be a natural sound.
No,
I can imagine my dad just dropping the big heavy thing.
Followed by that thud.
Jesus Christ.
I've been down here for 5 hours and I haven't heard the toilet water go through that pipe in about 2.5 hours. Something's
It's a little
wrong.
disconcerting, yeah.
You hear that dish crash and then just
Oh no.
that dead weight hit the floor. I'm
Oh
terrible.
my God.
That's horrifying, but it's funny. I'm sorry, Tom.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's funny because I am waiting to hear a thing break because my dad can be a little bit of a butterfinger sometimes, especially when he's doing soapy stuff with water and things.
Right.
And
You
you're
hear
in
it crashing,
soup tonight,
yeah,
a big
that's-
heavy thing, so I'm waiting for that thing to drop and break something. But I'm also thinking, oh, I kind of love the sound of my dad almost breaking stuff.
Until
That's
you hear
nice.
that,
I'm gonna
until you
miss
hear that
some-
sack of potatoes thud.
Jesus.
It's terrible. I'll say a prayer. I'm sorry. I screwed up. I'll say the rosary tonight to make sure that everybody makes it through. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mike. I
That
appreciate
thing
it.
has never failed.
Nope. Fail safe.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is
Just
with
make
thee.
sure you do it right.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know how to do it. I'll say a novena.
All right.
But getting us back to
Beautiful.
the minute, I do love when
The
people
what?
I do love when people sort of disregard someone's. I have a perverse pleasure, or maybe it's reverse pleasure, and someone disregarding someone's religion in that way, where he just goes like, "Hey, Rabbi," like it means nothing to him. Any clergy is exactly the same. I don't give
Yeah.
a shit. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's the equivalent of him just like whipping it out and peeing on him.
Yeah.
right.
It's almost the worst thing you could have said to Bishop Pickering.
Yep. He just called his religion dog food. I love it.
Oh my God.
I know why tigers eat their young.
I don't know what tigers eat. They're young. And the last joke is cut off. There's this really great moment where people dancing in the foreground. They start to come as the camera moves back. They start to fill the screen of dancing people. One of them looks exactly like Barbara Bush, and
Oh my God.
he's about to say it gets cut off halfway, but he's about to say the dance of the living dead, which is great.
It's coming.
He's
in
having a
next
ball.
Yeah, he's having a great time.
This is his moment.
You get a lot
That's
of
one of his
vicarious
moments.
joy from Rodney in this scene.
Oh, totally. What? Oh, but that's coming.
Yeah, we don't get that.
D'Annunzio's working this party, isn't he? We're going to see him in a
I
little bit.
think he's in one of the white server coats.
He might be.
Yeah.
As we know, as we discussed before, D'Annunzio is the hero of his family. The only guy who's not amused by all this tomfoolery because he's busy working. So he has to work this job to make extra money to save up for those Christmas presents for the other D'Annunzio kids because they still think Santa's real.
Do you think Al Czervik gave him a healthy tip? I'm assuming he did for caddying today.
Oh, yeah, he's a big tipper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the mold of, or should I say Steve Martin's character in My Blue Heaven is in the mold of this character where it's the philosophy is over tipping.
Right.
I don't believe in tipping. I believe in over tipping.
But then even with that, D'Annunzio still has to work tonight at this shindig.
No, sure, because he's got to save up.
Yeah.
Until
Gotta buy
that
that
calzone comes with the golden ticket in it.
Coke is 50 cents now, for God's sake. He's got
Yeah.
to keep working.
Up from I believe 35 was the average price in 1980.
I think it was 45, wasn't
It
it?
might have been.
Did we just determine it might have gone up a nickel?
I read that it was 35, but that
okay.
I can't. I don't know if I trust that source.
That was a long time ago.
The source is American Movie Classics.
AMC.
Yeah. Well, at the risk of sounding abrupt, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, we
Because my
covered
feet-
entirely
my feet are
the
getting cold.
demise of our parents enough to.
I want you to go up there and
think?
check on. I want you to go up there and hug them and hold them tight.
Mike has made me a little anxious.
Yeah, go hug
Hold
your
them close.
families.
I'm going to wake him up and hug him, give him a heart attack.
Hold
Yeah.
them close.
Wrong, son.
Nothing, Dad. I love you. Something wrong with that?
Yeah. If there's anything wrong with that, then I don't want to be right, Dad.
Right. Go back
Son,
to
I'm
sleep.
so happy you said that. I've been waiting 45 years for you to say
Son, I'm
that.
on the toilet. I don't
Yeah.
do this.
Didn't you hear me flushing down there?
No.
Not yet, Dad. Not yet.
I'm so proud of you, son. Now that you told me your true feelings, I can finally die.
Dad, why'd you have a monitor next to your bed? That doesn't make any sense. Why am I hearing that beep?
Yeah, just go up
Yeah,
there
so
and
you
make
put
sure.
yourself up
Yeah. Let's go check on him and give him a little wink.
That's right.
Mm.
Well, all right, you goons. And by goons, I mean the two of you, everybody listening. You're all a bunch of goons. Thank you for listening to us hash out our stuff. Happy holidays to you all.
Yeah.
And yeah, come back next time. We'll talk about minute 33, and it'll be funny and fun.
Right.
This was funny and fun, right? I had fun.
It was funny and it was funny and fun. Yeah, fun's good for you.
A little cold down here in the basement, but it was fun.
Oh yeah.
Just go upstairs to the warmth of your big family, Tom.
Right. I'll go hug myself.
Wham! 5 feet away from my family. Wham!
Yeah.
Go up there and enjoy a real big turkey.
That's right. It's going to be delicious.
Yeah, my backyard's not as big as it used to be.
Wham! I got fewer leaves to rake.
I
Wham!
don't get my own personal family forest. All right.
All right. All right, guys.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.